Got your call coming up on Saturday. Denzel Bentley's back. Derrick Osaze. Good fight. Good way to, keep summer going.
Yeah, keep the guys busy, and they're in good fights, and set themselves up for some bigger fights. That's what always happens with these shows that we put on at your call. That's the idea of it, to keep the guys busy, bring the younger fighters through, and that leads on to some really massive shows that we got going right up until Christmas.
Yeah, it's non-stop, and I just feel like this York Hall show, it's a good one, right? I mean, Denzel Bentley is that guy where you almost don't know what to expect, because when he's hot, he is hot. You saw that last time out against Danny Dignam, and he'll feel that he should be a world champion soon enough. It's a big fight for him.
Well, it is. Again, he can't afford to slip up. He's had a couple of hiccups on the way, but he's had good performances. He's very unlucky in that fight against his name, Berencek. I think I pronounced that right. I'm not sure.
Janibek.
Yeah, sorry, Janibek. Well, I got it right in the end. Yeah, he did well in that fight, and as I've said on previous occasions, had he started a little bit earlier and before he got into his groove, he could have won that. But look, he's a good fighter on his day, and a lot of things happening in that division that we've got some keen interest in. Hamza and a couple of the other guys there, and some big fights to be made in the future, no doubt about that. But you've got to keep winning.
Yeah, well, look, he got back to winning ways last time out against Danny Dignam. It was a two-round demolition job. It was kind of like a big statement to remind the world, hey, I'm still here. I still hit very hard. It was a great performance last time out from Denzel.
It is. I think he's in the top three of the BO. He's rated by everybody. I mean, he's got good, he's well rated. So, he's in the mix, and he's just got to keep doing the business. If he does the business, he'll get another shot at the world title. No doubt about that.
Daniel Dubois, after your fight with Filip Hrgović, you made it pretty clear. You said, this is my era, This is my time, and now you sit here as a world champion. This is it, right? This is what you wanted.
Exactly. It's been called, and we've delivered, and here we are now, and gone through the next one, on to the next, and on the door of greatness.
Has it quite sunk in that you are now, that was an interim title, then Usyk gave up his belt, which means you're the world champion now, defending against AJ at Wembley Stadium?
Yeah, let a few weeks go by, let a training camp kick in, and then I'll really start to feel it. But right now, I found out about a couple of days or a day or whatever. But yeah, it's good.
But it feels, you've got the ultimate first defence, really, haven't you? Against Anthony Joshua at Wembley Stadium, September 21st. It will be sold out in there. I mean, this is, when you turned over as a pro, this was probably what you dreamed of, right?
Of course. These big nights and, topping the bill with a major elite fighter and guy that's been up there for a long time, that now I feel is the right time to knock him off that pedestal and take the throne.
Well, hello. Welcome to London. Welcome to viewers joining us across the Queensberry, TNT Sports social media channels. It's another big fight week. It's another big fight night on Saturday. We're keeping up the momentum. In July, we had two back-to-back brilliant UK shows. The Magnificent 7 up in Birmingham. Who can forget Brad Paul's dethroning Nathan Heaney, realising a dream, becoming British champion? And then we had Joyce Chisora just a couple of weeks ago at the O2. Who can forget that fight? Who can forget that night? Two heavyweight warriors leaving everything in the ring, really capturing the hearts of the British public. And we're keeping up that momentum this month. We're back at British Boxing's spiritual home of York Hall, live on TNT Sports on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. The four fighters up here, and the translator as well, all fearless, absolutely fearless fighters. And the main event is the return of this man here, former two-time British middleweight champion Denzel Bentley, knocking on the door for world honours, taking on a very tough, very much a man with his own dreams. Derrick Osaze here, former boxer tournament champion. That's your brilliant middleweight main event, WBO International Middleweight Championship on the line on Saturday. And the chief support bout, well, we're going to start with that. We've got Aloys Junior here, 7-1. Each of those 7 wins have come via knockout. When he hits people, they tend to know about it. And he takes on, in his first title challenge, Oronzo Birardi there. He is 8-0, unbeaten, can hit very hard as well. 6 knockouts from his 8 wins. It's a thrilling cruiserweight fight. 2 titles on the line. I'm going to start with Aloys, actually. Looking good, mate.
Appreciate it, man. You got to be sharp for the event. And I just wanted to say a small little message. I want to apologize to every single individual in this room, everyone who is watching, for my lateness. I'm the reason why everything was late. Reason being is because I was completely locked in to boxing this morning, and I started to rush and etc. But let that be the message. Apologies. Let's get back to business. And listen, fight night, I can't wait to get out there. I know what I'm gonna do. And listen, these belts are coming home. Football didn't come, but these belts are coming home.
Well, you made it pretty clear after your last fight. You said, I want titles. So it seems like you've got exactly what you wanted here. This is it. Time to step up. How do you feel?
Oh, amazing. Again, when it's time to step up, oh, man, you know I step up, man. When the pressure gets on tops, I'm on it. And I've been training very, very hard for this fight, and I can't wait, man. I honestly can't wait. I'm probably the most excited person in this room for this fight. So, yeah.
Well, I'm very excited as well. Probably not as excited as you, but listen, you did commentary with us a couple of weeks ago on the Joyce Chisora undercard. You were late. No, not trying to bring it up, like to say. But you were late. But when you did join us, you said, sorry I'm late, guys. I've been training. I'm going to knock my next opponent out.
Damn right.
You said put your mortgage on it, Aloys.
Put your mortgage on it. Seriously, put your mortgage on it. I'm dead serious. I know what I'm here to do. And listen, I know what I do in the gym. I know his mistakes like the back of my hand. I could close my eyes and know exactly what he's going to do. So look, fighting that happens, lights out.
Okay, well, these comments are being translated, I understand, to your opponent, Oronzo Birardi. Let's speak to Oronzo. Big fight for you as well. Your first title fight against an opponent who says he will knock your lights out. Tell us what you're thinking about Saturday.
Also erstmal danke, dass ich hier sein darf. Es freut mich sehr, hier zu sein. Ja, zu den Sprüchen, was er sagt. Auf mich kann man sich nicht vorbereiten. Samstag will ich sehen. Ich habe schon härtere Gegner geschlagen, also mache ich mir da gar keinen Kopf. Aber ich werde am Samstag reden.
He wants to thank you for the opportunity that he can stand here and talk in a press conference. He's not scared of Aloys, and he says no one can prepare for Oronzo.
We'll see fight night.
Aloys has said that he knows every little thing that Oronzo is going to do in there. What does Oronzo think about that?
Hat gesagt, dass alles weiß, was du machen willst, und was sagst du dazu, dass das so sagt?
Ja, wie gesagt, wenn wir am Samstag sehen, ich bin nicht einer, der viel redet, aber am Samstag werden wir sehen, kann sich da vorbereiten und einstellen und wissen, was ich mache, aber am Ende kommen Schläge, die wir gar nicht kommen sehen.
He says that he can talk much here in this press conference, but on Saturday night we will see, and he says that he will not be prepared for Oronzo and for the hard hits that Oronzo will land.
Well, look, yes, he's knocked out majority of his fighters, but he's never been in the ring with an individual like myself. He's never been in the ring with someone with godly power like myself. Listen, you're going to see fight night, man. Listen, he's going to sleep, man. Again, put your mortgage on it, put your house on it, put your car on it, put your life on it. He's gone.
Sagt, das wirst sehen. Am Samstag will dich ausmachen. Du standest noch nie mit jemandem im Ring, der so eine Gottespower hat wie er. Und sagt, die Leute sollen ihre Wetten, ihre Häuser, ihre Autos, sollen sie alles auf ihn setzen, dass dich ausmachen wird.
Wir werden ihn am Samstag sehen. Ich freue mich drauf.
Oronzo said, wait up till Saturday and we will see.
Let me just ask Oronzo here. What is it that Oronzo thinks that he does better than Aloys?
Hat sich gefragt, was denkst du, was du besser machst als Aloys?
Alles eigentlich. Also es gibt nichts. Und ja, ich glaube, er hat es schon verstanden, aber ich denke mal, ich mache alles besser.
Oronzo said that he thinks he does everything better than Aloys, and he will see on Saturday.
That is a lot, Aloys.
Simple as you guys know what I'm going to do, man. I don't need to speak too much.
Listen, let me just ask you this, though. This is a serious fight. Listen, your first fight was also very serious. It was a fearless step, 24 hours notice. You jumped in with someone that people don't just jump in with. This is another fearless step against an unbeaten fighter. He is a bit of a danger man himself, Aloys.
Absolutely. I give him all appreciation. He is a good fighter. He's undefeated. He's hungry. He's ambitious. But I just don't see him doing it. I honestly don't see him doing it. He has a good jab, good movement, but I've been prepping for that. I've been studying that like day and night, twice a day. Waking up 5 a.m., working. Look, there's a reason for why I'm so confident. There's a reason for why I speak like this. And it's not out of arrogance or ignorance. I'm very confident in what I'm very confident in my ability.
And I don't think you've been beyond 4 rounds in your career. This is scheduled for 10 rounds title fight Saturday. You ready for that?
Absolutely. I've been doing 12 rounds in sparring. Like, you can never be over-prepared, but I'm ready. And listen, don't blink. You can be out in 1.
Listen, I was going to ask you if you got any nerves ahead of your first title fight, but I think it's pretty clear you don't.
What do you think? What do you guys think? Do you think I'm nervous?
I think that's a resounding no. Listen, let's bring in Oronzo here. Oronzo, if you could just tell me how you think this fight will play out on Saturday. When the first bell rings, what will happen on Saturday night at York Hall?
Was denkst du, was passieren wird am Samstagabend, wenn die Regeln angeht für den Kampf? Wenn es losgeht?
Also ich denke, es wird ein spannender Kampf. Ich habe mich voll ganz drauf konzentriert. Ich will die 2 Titel nach Deutschland bringen, nach Hause. Und ja, wir werden sehen, was passiert. Mal gucken, wen am besten liegt. Aber ich sehe meine Chancen ganz klar. Ich weiß, dass ich die Titel nach Hause bringe, meine Familie stolz mache. Und der Rest ist mir egal. Egal, ob es K.O. wird oder ob es durch Punkte wird. Ist mir scheißegal. Hauptsache, ich gewinne den Kampf und Rest passiert Samstag.
He says that the fight will be very intense, but he says that it will be a KO or point after points. It doesn't matter. He will bring the 2 titles to Germany and make every German or everyone of his family good.
Look, he's not even confident that he can even quote unquote knock me out, man. What's going on? I don't know what's going through his mind. I think he's maybe a bit. What's the word I'm looking for? I think he's dreaming, because he could only beat me in his dreams, and listen, even in his dreams, he can't do it.
Samstag.
Saturday. We will see.
No worries, brother. Can't wait.
We will see. We will certainly see. Thank you, Aloys. Great bars there at the presser. Good stuff.
Spitting fire right there for you guys.
Goodness me, some of that. I think we heard a bit of Mike Tyson in there. I swear I've heard some of these lines before, but very good.
Definitely not. Very authentic.
Thank you, Oronzo, as well. Brilliant stuff. That's the WBA Continental and IBO International Cruiserweight Championships on the line. Your chief support about Saturday night, TNT Sports, a cracker. It's been bubbling up very nicely. Let's talk about the main event. We are in the middleweight division. It's these 2 gentlemen here, Derrick Osaze going up against Denzel Bentley, WBO International Middleweight Championship on the line. That belt belongs to Denzel Bentley, and very much a belt that Derrick Osaze here wants to get his hands on. Big step for you. How are you feeling about this fight coming up, Derrick?
First of all, I just want to say a big thank you for everyone being here at this press conference. Of course, I want to thank my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ, that we're here. We're safe, we're healthy. Also, thank God for Denzel as well. He's here, safe and healthy. In terms of the fight, it's just another fight, isn't it? It's 10 rounds. There's 2 people in there with 2 hands, 2 legs, and we're going to throw punches. We're going to hit and not be hit, and that's what's going to happen.
You say just another fight, but Denzel Bentley is out there as one of the biggest punchers in the division. Former two-time British middleweight champion, did so well against Janibek as well in that world title challenge. You must be looking at him as a serious fighter, right?
Yeah, I'm scared. To be honest, like, Denzel's done well. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got anything bad to say about what he's achieved in his career. Massive respect to him. By the end of the day, that's not going to matter when I get in the ring. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be me and Denzel. The bell's going to go, and there's going to be a winner. So, fair enough, experience, fights, and yeah, like, that's all good. But when the bell goes, we'll find out.
Why do you feel it's your time, Derrick?
Because it's my time, innit? It's my time. Don't know what more to say. You know me, I'm not really big on talking. I talk a lot on the pulpit, but that's different. But having to do press conferences is like, you just want to get in there and fight. So I don't know what more I can say other than I'm confident. I wouldn't have taken this fight if I wasn't confident. And yeah, God bless us both. And the best man will win on Saturday.
Well, let's throw it to the champ, defending champion, Denzel Bentley. You won that belt in your last fight against Danny Dignam. Tremendous performance. It felt like you sent out a bit of a reminder to the division saying, I'm still that guy, I'm still here, I can still knock people out. How are you feeling about this fight against Derrick Osaze on Saturday?
Yeah, I feel good, man. I feel good. Like Derrick said, yeah, man, thank God that we're both healthy and we can, make it to Saturday and hopefully put on a show for the people that are, going to tune in. He's a good fighter. Like I said, he won the Omen Boxer. You don't win those tournaments there if you can't fight. So I'm prepared and I'm ready to go on Saturday.
In terms of from Danny Dignam, is Derrick Osaze a step forward, a step sideways, or a step backwards? How are you looking at Derrick Osaze compared to your last fight?
I'm looking at him as a dangerous opponent. I know what he brings. I know what kind of mindset he's in. I know he really wants to come and take this opportunity. Like he said, he feels like it's his time, innit? So I'm not looking at it as a step anywhere apart from, the step I need to be taken. And this is a good fight. I'm nice and active. It's a credible fight. I know name-wise, a lot of people haven't really seen much of him apart from the Omen Boxer. So Danny Dignam was probably, more known, especially where, he'd done a lot as an amateur and he was a world title challenger and stuff. But at the end of the day, this fight is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous. So,
risking your position as well. I think it's known now. You are number 2 currently with the WBO. You've got that wonderful international title. Hamza Shiraz sitting at number 1. Janibek, the champion as well. It feels like things are happening and you're kind of putting it on the line against this man here. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it. I mean, that's what's going to get me up and, give you lot the performance that you want to see from me. I think every time I get in the ring, I'm putting everything on the line anyway. So this doesn't make it any different.
Derrick, let me ask you this. You won the boxer tournament. Congratulations. That was, a big Kieran Conway amongst many others on that night. Fantastic stuff. It's been a little bit stop-start since then. There was the Tyler Denny performance. I guess that was the last time you stepped up to this level. What makes you more ready for it now than what you were against Tyler Denny those years ago?
Yeah, a lot of people talk about the boxer tournament. For me, that was a long time ago. That was 5 years ago. Of course, it was a great achievement. But like I always said then, it wasn't a shortcut. It wasn't a pinnacle. It was a stepping stone. So the plan has always been to push on and progress from there. Of course, the last few years of my career haven't gone as planned. But you see, I can have loads of plans, but the man upstairs has other plans, and he knew I'd end up at this table today. So, irrespective of what's happened in the past, that's the past. Obviously the fight with Denny, that was a couple of years ago. That was stepping up from 4 to 10 rounds. Haven't done in a 6, haven't done an 8, and being out for 2 years. So, obviously at the time, I had a few thoughts about the fight, but looking back, I thought, you know what, not too bad considering. You didn't do 6, you didn't do 8, you were out the ring for 2 years and you stepped up and did a 10. So yeah, but that's all in the past, man. Boxer win, doesn't really matter. The Tyler Denny fights, it doesn't matter. The last couple of years doesn't matter. It's all about Saturday. So yeah, and just as Denzel said, Denzel's a very good fighter as well. Got no no personal issues or bad blood. In fact, it was even WhatsApping each other like after his last fight. Do you know what I mean? Talking about being dads and stuff or whatnot. So I've got no ill malice feeling to him. It's just, it's going to be a good fight, and then we'll turn up on Saturday.
I think you sparred a few years ago. What do we take anything from that? Question to both of you, really.
It's a long time ago. I can't remember the spar.
That was like 6 years ago. So.
Right. Nothing. There's nothing you can take from that. Not about like I don't know, his engine or anything like that.
Yeah, well, those things obviously like you remember, but I mean at this level, if he doesn't have an engine, then there's something wrong in it. So he has an engine there. That's cool.
To be fair, all I can remember was the picture, and I think I went to a wedding the day before one of our spars. So so I can't remember much.
Okay, we'll leave the sparring alone. It sounds like a nice spar with a good picture afterwards as well. Derrick, have you? What do you think his weaknesses are?
That's for you guys to tell me, innit?
I ain't telling you. I mean, what do you think? Like, looking at him,
I think his weaknesses are whatever his weaknesses are, innit? I don't know. You lot are the people that are the experts. We're just the fighters. I feel like it's not my job to sit up here and comment on his ability, what I think he does well, what I think he doesn't do well. Even if I knew that, I'm not going to come up here and tell you that, of course. But that's down to you guys. You guys are the ones outside of the ring that have all the opinions. So as for me, Denzel does a lot well, and he's a good fighter.
What do you think you do better than him?
Or do I think I do better? It's a good question. And I'll answer the same way. I think I'll pose that back to you guys. You guys are outside of the ring. Like, you'd be able to tell me what you think he does better. But, as for me, like, I'm not big on... I'm not going to sit here and be like, he does this, he does that. Right? Listen, all that talking, it's all cheap. The real talking is going to be in the ring on Saturday. And I know Denzel's prepared. He knows I'm prepared. And, it's sort of going to make up for a very good fight.
I think it definitely is. Denzel, let me just ask you, I think Derrick's been pushing questions back, but let me ask you the same sort of questions. Let's see if I get anything out of you. What do you feel you do better than Derrick Osaze? Is this about the class that you've mixed in? Is this a little bit about experience? Is this why you get over the line on Saturday?
Yeah, you could talk about experience and that, but then you got to do the job. But I'm more of an action type guy, so Saturday I'm going to show you.
Do you have a message for Derrick Osaze? And I know you can leak the WhatsApps if you like, but do you have a message here for this man?
No, all our WhatsApps are just respectful. They're all good. Like you said, we were talking about being fathers the other day, but no message, man. Just I hope you're all well and fit for Saturday, man.
Yeah, bro. You too, man. And good fight. But if you lot, they want clickbait or something, so we've got to say
Give me something, like, Derrick.
All right, cool, I'm going to get in. Nah, I haven't got it in me, I'm sorry, man. Or you want me to hit you with that rumble, man, rumble. But
let me give them something. You didn't ask me to have a message from Birardi.
No,
Come on.
Go on, guys. Go on.
Listen, Birardi's going to lose sleep. he's going to lose sleep.
That's your clickbait title.
That's it.
But nah, all jokes aside, I think if this press conference isn't anything to go by, you've got two respectful fighters who are very talented, who are very motivated, who are well prepared, and it's going to make for a good fight. Do you know what I mean? I'm a fan of the purity of the sport, which is boxing, and we don't have to come up here and throw tables at each other and hate each other. Do you know what I mean? We came up here, we're respectful. We highlighted the fact that, you know what, outside of here we do talk, but it's just business at the end of the day. So, it'll be a good fight. And like I said, as always, the prayer is that we all get home safe to our families regardless. And thank you for being here once again. I'm trying to think of a clickbait title quote, but I ain't got one. I'm sorry, man. That's just me, innit?
Classy stuff. Thank you, Derrick. Just Oronzo, let me just ask you, I mean, Aloys has made his kind of message to you very clear as well. Do you have a response to Aloys just to finish us off here?
I love animals. I love animals.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. Well done.
For anyone who didn't hear that, he said that he loves animals. Aloys is known as the animal, so just a nice little joke there at the end. Great stuff. Great stuff, Oronzo. Thank you, everyone up here.
Perfect.
Great stuff between you two guys as well, Denzel and Derrick. And that is us. That is our press conference. We will be live for the weigh-in tomorrow, and fight night is Saturday night. TNT Sports back at British Boxing's spiritual home of York Hall. Do not miss this. And stick around. We're going to do some face-offs. And then we'll have a chat with a couple of them as well. Thank you very much.
We're doing face-offs now?
Well, Denzel Bentley, this is a serious fight on Saturday. That was all pretty friendly up there with Derrick. I think you're both just top fellas. You know, you have nice WhatsApp and things like that. But it's a serious fight.
Yeah, it's a serious fight, man. You heard his game. He feels like it's his time and that. So, yeah, it's going to be a serious fight.
And that's kind of all you do. Like that clip went up the other day of when you took that fight on a few hours' notice, made your kind of in front of Frank Warren sort of Queensberry-ish debut kind of thing.
Yeah.
You take these chances. I describe you as a fearless fighter. You took Janibek when you didn't really have the experience to fight Janibek. Mark Heffron, you didn't have the experience to fight Mark Heffron. He'd been boxing before you'd even started boxing. Yeah. Why'd you do it?
It's my job, innit? I'm a fighter, I'm a boxer. I mean, that when people ask me what I do, I tell them I box. So what do I look like turning down fights and, you know, not wanting to fight this person or that person? I mean, like you said, I don't really fear no one. It's a fair fight. I mean, if it gets too rough, the ref says break. So, like, what's there to be scared about? I can't fear another man that's putting the same work as me.
But fighters do navigate, you know, they turn down fights here and there. But
they're just there for the aesthetics, man. They're not there for what it says in the tin. You know what I'm saying? They don't do what they're meant to say, and that's why when you see a lot of fighters that are inactive and stuff, and they're complaining about the inactivity, you're not taking what's there. I'm not saying you have to, but it's part of the job, isn't it?
So you do what it says on the tin. What does it say on the tin right now for Denzel Bentley at this stage? I think this is fight number 24. Coming
that's
up for you?
mad. Still, that's a lot of fights.
Where did that all come
I've been
from?
pro like 6 years. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, man. I fight. I do what I say. I mean, there isn't a fight that I've turned down. I've taken a loss. I've come back, and I've come back stronger. And I'm relentless. I'm saying I'm stubborn. So, like I keep saying, that I ain't achieved what I need to in the sport. So, the journey's still continuing.
Well, it feels like with that Danny Dignam win and the manner in which you did it, the belt that you picked up, the ranking that you now hold, things are looking like you're going to get another world title shot before long, you know, providing you come through Derrick Osaze. Is that sort of on your mind?
Yeah, I mean, of course it is. I mean, I'm number 2 in the WBO. A fight like Derrick, I didn't even need to take. But I feel like these fights are what's going to prepare me for whatever's next. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's only going to get harder from here. Nothing's going to come easy. But I'm praying that I get another world title shot. You know what I'm saying? I just got to keep doing my part. And whatever happens next, happens next. I mean, our manager Martin and Frank and stuff and Queensberry will do their part, and they can't do their job unless I do mine. So I got to do mine on Saturday, and whatever they come up with next is what they come up with.
And Hamza's sitting above you. Hamza Shiraz sitting above you in the WBO. He's
nice.
there at number 1.
That's cool.
You keeping an eye on his fight with Tyler Denny?
No, just as a fan, I don't really care what happens. You know what I mean? I mean, I give Tyler credit for even getting to the stage that he's on. He's done it the hard way, like a lot of us. But yeah, I couldn't really care less. I'd just be watching as a fan.
What are you expecting from Derrick on Saturday?
I'm expecting a relentless young man that's coming to, you know, take his opportunity. So I got to be the same relentless young man coming to take my opportunity. So it's going to be a good fight, man, and I think you lot will enjoy it more than we will in the ring.
Yeah, maybe so. Can you gauge much from up there, face to face, and just being around him, kind of thing? I mean, he seems to. You know, he's got the hunger. You can certainly see that.
Yeah, that's what I see. I see hunger. I feel like he really feels like it's his time. I feel like he probably doesn't feel like he's got what he's deserved in his career, and this is his chance to kind of, you know, make it happen for himself. So I think he's going to try his best to make it happen.
How's the camp gone? I've seen you with the Fail brothers getting those rounds in. How's that all gone?
Yeah, man. Camp's gone well. Camp's been good. I ain't really been sparring the Feltons this camp because obviously they're southpaws and stuff. So I've been getting a lot of other guys doing a lot of rounds with Linus has helped me out. Sam Giddy, Danny Z. You know what I'm saying? So we've had some good quality operators in the gym. So, but camp's been well. Camp's been good. Vibes in the gym have been good. I'm just ready to fight, man. You know, this is the long bit for me. So. I'm just itching.
Yeah, this is the bit that you don't particularly like. But how do you see yourself getting the job done on Saturday? Because sometimes we just see you blowing people away. When it comes to British kind of European level, you look at Kieran Smith, who's done in a round, Danny Dignam a couple of rounds. Could this be an early blowout as well?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't plan for those fights to go early. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so focused and switched on at these points that when I land my shots, I'm accurate and I'm sharp and I hit quite hard. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be spiteful. So. It could do, or it could go all the way. I'm saying he's not someone that looks like he's going to give him quite easy. So whatever I got to do, I got to break him down and then take him out. So however that comes or when it comes is when it comes. If not, then leave it to the judges, which I don't really want to do.
Best of luck to you Saturday night, Denzel Bentley. See you at the weigh-in tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Let's swap you out and bring in Aloys, suited and booted.
Yes.
The man, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, man.
You had a bit of fun up there, didn't you?
Yeah, listen, you gotta enjoy these moments. Like we're not here forever, so little moments like that, appreciate them.
And what did you make of Oronzo? You've now had a face-off. I thought there might be a little bit of a push and a pull there, but there was a little handshake.
Look, man, at the end of the day, he's an individual like myself. He's trying to feed his family. He's trying to make the best for the opportunity he has. But sadly, on fight night, I'm going to have to take and destroy him.
You're, people talk about your power. Your power is serious, right? Every fight that you've won it by knockout. But there's more to you than that, isn't there?
Yeah, there's an immense IQ to my craft. I love my craft. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm not gonna say hopefully. Look, if it goes early, it'll be a very exciting night. If it goes longer, you'll see my IQ, my ring craft.
And you're a bit of a thinker as well. You play a bit of chess.
Love
You're
chess.
a bit of a critical thinker.
Absolutely.
Is chess like a metaphor for life, for boxing? What is it?
Yes, like chess is just a game where you make decisions, really, and based on your decisions. Determines whether you win the game, whether you lose the game, and I really enjoy it. Like I see, the more I understand life, the deeper I see like the comparisons towards chess and life. So yeah, boxing's like chess, walking. It doesn't matter.
Have you played Anthony Joshua at chess yet?
Sadly not, but I want to give him that smoke.
You want that work?
I want to give him that smoke.
Well, I saw the video of you having it was kind of like a technical. I think you were whacking him around the sides and that. How's all that gone?
Very well. We was working on just defense. He was throwing some shots at me. I was catching them,
And I was thinking to myself, listen, in 10 ounces, this would be a horrible reality. So thankfully, I'm not fighting him now.
Is he, you know, this is your first title fight. He's had so many title fights, one of the kind of modern greats, right?
Yes.
Any advice that he's given you, or have you gleaned anything from being around him?
I've learned a lot. To be honest, there's countless of things I've learned from him. But best thing I could say is my dedication to the sport, my application to the sport has increased since he's been around. I've been able to see how hard he works, in camp, outside of camp, how hard he works, how he disciplines himself, how early he comes to training. And listen, I just sponge everything up. I learn everything. Again, you have to be a sponge in the sport. In life, in general, you have to be a sponge.
You certainly are that. And listen, 21 years old now.
21 years old, don't tell the ladies.
First title fight, don't tell the ladies. Love that. But first title fight, no nerves, suited and booted. You're just ready for this, aren't you, Aloys?
Ready.
Built for this stage.
I'm built for the moment. I'm destined for greatness.
I love that. I love that. Listen, let me just ask you this: could this fight be over very, very quickly? Because let me just lay it a little bit. I mean, our man here, Oronzo Birardi, he's no mug. You look at Israel Dubois, right? Israel Dubois took Shevclock the distance. Birardi knocked him out in a round. Had him over 3 times. Serious fighter. Do you really think you can just get him out of there early doors?
Well, look, man. All my wins are knockouts. All my wins are stoppages. I fought Slavic. He was an amateur champion. He's competed at world level, so he's experienced. And I got him out in, like, I don't know, 40 seconds, 50 seconds. If you make a mistake, I am very sharp. I will see it, and then I'll take you out.
You got some serious dig, haven't you?
Have to.
Oh, love that. Aloys, best of luck to you.
Likewise.
On Saturday night. Thank you very much. And that concludes just drop it there. But the mic has been dropped, and Aloys Junior had a lot of fun at this press conference today. Hope you enjoyed it. Denzel Bentley, Derrick Osaze is the main event on Saturday night. We're doing some brilliant UK shows at the moment at Queensberry. Birmingham was an absolute belter. Joyce Chisora, I mean, I've watched that fight back so many times, and I think we've got a couple of really, really cracking fights Saturday night at British Boxing's spiritual home of York Hall. We will be back tomorrow for the weigh-in. Do not miss it. Thank you.